Right, we've got the first video after Christmas, hopefully. There's going to be a number of improvements you'll notice in this, one of them being sound quality. Thank you to my mother and father-in-law. Got a new mic that we're trying today, so we'll see how that comes out. This is one of the washers that I got from an auction. I did want to cycle on it when I got it, and it all seemed fine. The guy bought it and tried to install it, and then he said it had a leak on it. So we're just going to put it on the test bench today, aka outside, plug through the window and hose pipe, and run a cycle on it and see if we can find any faults and investigate them. So let's get it all set up and see what happens. So luckily it's not raining today. I've got the waste pipe pointing over there. The floor I can see there's a little bit damp. If we do get any leaks, we should notice them. So, turn the water on. Water's on. Now we did say you could hear a leak from here. I can't. And the machine doesn't appear to be leaking. I'm just going to tighten that up on the tap because I think that's leaking a little bit. It's actually the washer on that tap itself which is leaking. So I've turned it off for now. I'm going to move the washer out as far as I can so we know it's on dryish ground, and then take a look. Okay, so when we get it on its side, we can see there is water which appears. I'm just going to do a bit of investigation and see what parts we can take off the machine to maybe get up there and see what's leaking. Looks like the top may come off, the front panel. Yeah, it's got a couple of screws in there, so we'll try that. Just noticed a couple of screws on the rear, just holding the top on. So we've got one there, we've got one there. I've taken those out, see if we can lift the top of the machine off. That might give us access to where we need to be. Okay, with the two rear screws out, top of the machine just slides off. So we can see exactly where it's leaking from. Maybe this part here, which has got a couple of screws in, so we can bring through and take a look. I'm just going to disconnect the hose and the two screws so I can take the fitted through. We can bring it out here and take a look where it's leaking. So that is removed from there. So I'll reconnect the water, apply pressure, and we'll see where it's leaking. Okay, so it's very intermittent, but it seems that this fill valve itself is leaking from in between the valve and the white valve body. So let's remove that and see what we can do with it. May just need to get a new one, but we'll see if there's anything that we can repair on it first. I've taken the electrical connectors off, took a photo where they went, moved the pipe clips. I can just pull the hoses off so we can take a look at that valve. It does appear to be intermittent, this, because it stopped a minute ago, but you can see on the left hand valve as we're looking at it now, where the black valve goes into the white housing, there is issues, it's leaking from there. But as I say, it does seem to be intermittent. I'm going to take that in the shed and see if we can take a look in there and see if there's maybe an O-ring in there. or if we just need to buy a new one. Okay, so excuse the mess, I've not cleaned up from something else. So we'll take a look for that part number and we'll see if we can get hold of one. But before we do that, I'm wondering if we can take out the center of that and then squeeze it in and take the lid off. Let's try some tools on it and see how we get on. So, as I thought may happen, there is a center piece of plastic, this ring, which just stops the other one going in. So now taking the little center out, I should be able to pop that cover off. Let's try it. Okay, so we've got the valve off, but it's not really got us anywhere. It's just a magnet going over the center. That's what opens and closes the valve, which is fine. But it's obviously the valve itself, that seal, that's leaking. So we need to get a new one of these fill valves. There's no markings on this one other than (2 to 10 bar, 2 to 100 Newton centimeters). So I shall put the washer into a parts supplier and see if we can see this item. That's the other thing we've got to go off, that part number there. But that may or may not just be for the valve itself. Right, I'll take some looking around and come back. Eventually we have the part for the washer. This valve is the one that was leaking that we took off. Just had a look at the old video to see where the wires and the pipes go. Let's just compare the two parts. Okay, so that's the old one that came off, and the top pipe was to the left with the black plug. Taking the valve off that. This adapter is slightly different, the mounting plate on the back of it. So if I orientate it the same, so it's fitted like that previously. If I hold the other one up, pipes to the bottom. The left hand side is the top pipe. Let's put that on now. So that is the same orientation as the last one that came off. I'm just going to put those two clips on properly. Okay, the connectors are on. I'll put the clips back on the pipes and we just need to mount it in the actual washer. Now it is going to go a slightly different orientation this time because of the way the mounting bracket is, but I think we should get round it. Let's just have a fiddle. Now I think that should be good enough. I don't want to take that metal bracket off because it is glued on and I don't want it to work loose. So I'm going to put it on like that and it should work fine. So that's both the screws in. The valve is in and secure. Connectors are on. All the pipes to the right places with the clamps done. I'm going to take it outside, run a cycle with the top off just to make sure it is now all okay. Okay, got the usual test rig lined up. We have the water connected. I'm not going to plug the unit in yet because we have got the top open. I'm just going to pop the soap drawer back in and then we'll give it a go. Okay, soap drawer's back in. I'll turn the water on. That's a good sign. Water's on. We have no leaks. Okay, I'm going to plug it in and do some washing. I have some actual washing to do today. That's gone in with soap. Let's plug it in and start it up. Okay, so I've got power to the unit. I want an eco wash. And I want the temperature to be 40 to 60, I think that's it. So maybe I need to set synthetics, temperature 40, 2-hour 8. Right, I'm going to tell it to go. Okay, so we're filling up. Just watching that valve for leaks. All looking good. So quiet, this washer. Okay, I'm going to keep an eye on that and come back when it warms up. Just checking the temperature. Putting more water in again. Valve's looking good. See, that's going through there okay. Cycle's running. Hot water in the drum. Still 2 hours to go. No leaks. All looking good. The snowman survived, still going strong. Got a droopy arm though. It's that cold that the thermometer doesn't want to work. Let's just go and change those batteries. Okay, so I just want to make sure that it's heating. So we can see that the ground is 7 degrees. And it's 24 in there, so we know it's heating okay. Let's see what temperature it gets to as we set it on 40. So it is going up on 28 degrees. 29. Just make sure it gets up to what it should do. So we've got 35 now, so we can see that that is working fine for heating. Can actually feel it as well. So no leaks. All looking good. We'll let it finish that cycle. And then it's ready to go. An hour and a half to go. It is holding its own with 38.1, 39. So even in this freezing temperature, it is heating okay. All the displays okay. There's absolutely no signs of any leaks. Just going to let it spin, rinse, spin and finish. And run the full cycle on it just so we know it's okay. Still going strong. 120 to go. As I say, I'm pretty sure this is perfect now, but I just want to make it run till the end just so that I can definitely be confident. Still on the wash cycle, 52 minutes to go. Just want to capture it when it rinses and spins, and then we can put the lid back on, I think. Okay, so it's just started to drain 38 minutes into the cycle. You can see it's draining the water. And then I'm presuming we're going to go on rinse. Still draining. It's nice and quiet, this unit. Just have a look around it, make sure there's no leaks, which is not. I think we're on the rinse cycle now. Washing stopped. It's the rinse one that's flashing. Surprising how much more water comes out when it spins a little bit faster. Still got all that in there. And there we go, filling up again. So at this point I think I can put the lid back on. We've had the drum go around fast for spinning. We've got no leaks whatsoever. So yeah, I think I'll pop the lid back on there. So the lid just drops on and then pushes forward on this. I've dropped it on. See it's spinning now. You can see how quiet the machine is. And the lid was rattling a bit there, so let's get that screwed on. Just got to push it forward. And then we've got the locating holes at the back there, so let's get on and get that done. So I'm quite happy with that now, all back together. That's the unit spinning. Very quiet, as you can hear. I think it does actually go a bit faster than that. Just rattling around a bit because I've not properly balanced it on the floor. Just fill it up to rinse now. 31 minutes to go. Come back when it's spinning. 19 minutes to go. 12 minutes to go. Oh, looking good. No leaks, performing as it should do. So I can get it listed. Bit of slaughter washing. Cleaner than it's ever been. And that's that. Thanks for watching.